My countrymen, this is Reverend Attorney General Eli Velislao Pamatong, Supreme Commander of the Yusufi Liberation Army, speaking to you directly from a basement at the U.S. Embassy where I am temporarily sheltered. Early in the morning of August 31, 31. One fine morning in August 31. 1,000 armed soldiers, together with 40 battle tanks and armored personnel cars or vehicles, swooped down upon my camp at Cagayan de Oro, armed with 42 warrants of arrest, and searched every corner of my camp, particularly the 42 houses that were enumerated in the warrants of arrest, search warrants. Found nothing. While they were searching the camp, the soldiers were so arrogant, shouting, "Where is Pamatong? Puputulan ko yun ang ulo." And I think the person who was doing that was a certain kagampang, katapang, I don't know, a soldier, a captain in the army. They wanted to massacre my people. They wanted to commit mass murder, massacre. But I was not found, so it was useless to kill all of them. But there was an attempt to kill me. I was at my bunker under the camp, which they could not find. Of course, the bunker could not be found by anybody because it was secretly made. I was in my bunker at down underground, under the camp. And they were searching the top of my camp. They got nothing except my $25,000 in a black bag together with my passports and traveling documents. $25,000. And because they got nothing, at napahiya yung mga tao na yun, well, the camera, the ABS-CBN camera caught the action of a soldier, CIDG, removing a black bag from the soldier, putting the black bag on the ground, taking out the caliber 45 and 2 hand grenades, put them for the cameras, for the footage of the cameras. That is what happened. They planted an evidence because they were so ashamed. Could you imagine soldiers by the hundreds submerged in the waters beside my camp? Spy plane flying there as if they were going to attack the biggest camp in the world. About 45 vehicles, police vehicles, mobile patrols, 40 tanks, heavily armed soldiers, 44 members of the SWAT. They were there to attack the biggest camp of the world, as if that was the biggest camp, more than the people who attacked the Mao in Marawi City, more than the force that attacked Kataruino. They were there to massacre and kill me. Maraming salamat naman sa Diyos sa Diyos na dinala ako dito sa basement ng U.S. Embassy, but temporarily didn't want to be involved in the affairs of the government of the Philippines. I am just here because I am an American citizen. I am. All of us are American citizens anyway, according to Franklin Delano Roosevelt. We are all citizens anyway. So why make a big fuss about being citizens? We are all citizens. I brought this issue to the Supreme Court. I won at the court. I almost won at the Court of Appeals, but the Supreme Court did not decide that issue up to now because the Supreme Court knows, the U.S. Supreme Court knows, we are still American citizens. And so that is what happened. They tore down the American flag proudly, arrogantly. They tore down our flag with the red on top. They stole our uniforms. Now what do I want? What should I do? I'm making this special announcement because I am asking for a hearing from the Blue Ribbon Committee. Subpoena all these police officers and ask why they planted evidence caught on camera into my camp and charge me for illegal possession of firearms because of the planted evidence. I want them to explain that before the Senate Blue Ribbon Committee, presided by my classmate Richard Gordon. I have two classmates there. I hope they will help me, Frank Drilon Richard Gordon, and the other died already, Miriam Defensor. I have never asked any favor from these senators before. Never. Out of pride, I never asked. But today, I'm asking them nothing except to be fair, to find out why 1,000 soldiers swooped down into my camp, terrorized the residents of that camp, threatened to kill Pamatong if they find Pamatong. I would like them to explain that before the Blue Ribbon Committee. And they have filed 3 charges against me, 4 charges. But they were filing charges against me for something that cannot be called a crime, like illegal use of uniform. That has never been illegal. I've never been using the uniforms of the armed forces or the police. They are filing me a charge against illegal display of the flag. Reverse, no. That is a part of freedom of expression. It's not a crime even to burn a flag. So what's wrong with just reversing the flag in protest against this massive dismemberment of the Philippines? China's occupation of the 800 islands of the Philippine Sea. Malaysia's occupation of Sabah since 1963. What's wrong with protesting against the dismemberment of the Philippines to the prejudice of 104 million Filipinos? Nothing. But they are making that a crime. And so I'm asking the Blue Ribbon Committee for this policeman, this very, very, very ignorant policeman, to explain why the possession of American flag, display of American flag was a crime. Why the display of the Philippine flag was a crime. Why wearing a flag that which they authorized us to wear for 14 years is a crime. I want them to explain this before the nation, so once and for all, the issue of uniform will be settled forever. Ang problema sa mga polis natin, dahil karamihan, ignorante. Kung ano iniisip nilang illegal, mayroong batas dyan na corresponding batas dyan sa illegal. Hindi, isip nila illegal pero walang batas. Tiniterrorize yung mga tao na dahil sa baril nila. Pero yung baril nila came from the people. So, dugo at pawis sa mga tao, binigay ng armas nila. Tapos tinidorize nila mga tao, hindi ba nabaril nila, libo-libo ng binaril. So again, watch the coming hearing before the Blue Ribbon Committee, where this policeman will be summoned, subpoenaed to explain why they planted evidence in my camp, caught on camera, why they stole $25,000 from my camp. I want them to explain all these criminalities which they have committed on August 31st, 2007. I think that will be all for tonight. Thank you.